Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Crunch. Kill. Watch the shift. Get it.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And some space here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's go. Check it back.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
This is Richard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On second down, Richard. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. On first down, Carr. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Carr will try it again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adam Gatsis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. They're going with Lindsey. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Play action. Now it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 10. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback get...
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now a carry for Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now on second and 13. Carr toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. And able to find Green. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr gives to Richard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
694. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, echo.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Carr eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Another run by Lindsey. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Down. 30 base.
To throw it is Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
X3, 218, chopper.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 23. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now Locke. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On the draw, Richard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Carr now on 1st down. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Richard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Hey, orbit.
Carr to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Hey, Charlie.
He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Lindsey. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And McManus able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now Carr. Finding Green complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before